Okay, welcome. This is a quick overview of the application. And first of all, this is the part the students will see. The part the instructor will see is basically just a text file where he can write down his questions. He can comma separate it with the points and the correct answer and the view to use. Because basically what the instructor wants to do is let his student pass all the views in a specific order, so all the views are used, and then in the end he asks some questions about the combination of views to test the just learned matter. So first of all, the student, he should put in his name and his student number, which is done like this, and now my name is here, student number, and this is also the name of the log file later on, so your name and your student number. And then you can start right off with answering questions. So you can turn this around, you can zoom in, zoom out, move up, move down. And first question is, well, the yellow colored lobe is frontal lobe, and the first set of questions is about the volume view, which is why you see the volume view over here. And notice that you cannot switch between views yet. First, the teacher wants you to use all the views separately. So you answer some questions, and purple lobes, this one, and corpus callosum, somewhere walking down here. So it's okay. So the first view wasn't that nice, but this is a new view. This is the first view where structural connectivity is shown. And let me put this off for a second. And this is not really saying anything maybe to just a new student. He sees some tentacles, some fibers, and he doesn't know which is up or down. Is this up? Is this up? So okay, what he can do is use a MRI slicer to slice through his data. Now he has some indication of what part is where. He can make it lighter or darker, and he can also turn it. I will do that later on. But he still doesn't know. Let's say, okay, I still don't know where it is. So what's done? And what he can do is put on a view volume. You can make it really dark if you want, but probably he's gonna put it somewhere in here. So now he has an indication of where he is in the brain. And its question is, place the camera so you have a set of view, something like this, I think. And first of all, let's move this one backwards. Okay. And now the thick branch of fibers, this one probably, a lot of water diffusion. So now he's learning about the subject. What is water diffusion? How is it displayed? Okay, water diffusion is obviously displayed with the fibers and the colors, and the red points are a lot of those. So now you need to think about, okay, from the brain into the body, so you know it's the major stem. Okay, so what is here? You know what the motor pathway is here, or the sensory pathway, and now you have to think about, okay, it might be the motor pathway. So he starts answering questions using this view, and he learns about what represents what. So when we ask him to lay still, if you think this is all gone, and we ask him, say, well, pain is a quick pain sensor to your mind, so then this will be fake, and well, so you can answer all the questions. And then the last series of questions is about another type often used in the visualization world for doctors, which is, okay, let me put the subvolume out for now, which are the glyphs. And what those things do is they visualize the major flow of the water. So where they're blue and they have an orientation, you can zoom in. You have an orientation here, so it's going up, down, or something like that. And you notice it's on the white thing, so you can also reglyph it. So you can cross-reference with your known MRI slices, and they often use visualizations for this type to check what's happening. And you can again answer the questions. What you can also do, by the way, is this is fully 3D, so you can flip this around like this, render it on that slice. And of course you can move this forward, render again. Okay? And you can of course move it back, Or maybe say, okay, I want to see top view. Top view is for me. You can shift it any way you like. Okay. So, okay, and you answer some questions about this one, and then, hey, for the last series of questions, I can use all views. Yeah, so is there a lot of water diffusion in the corpus callosum? Yes, it's best seen in the fiber view. Yes, best seen in the glyph view. Well, immediately you see that this is only showing things per slice, so you have to render all the slices to check the full corpus callosum, because it's corpus callosum is over multiple slices. You know that from previous courses. What you do is, okay, so probably I have to use the fiber view. So you switch back to the fiber view, and now you can immediately track the corpus callosum in the brain and check if there are a lot of fibers there, which is the case. So yes, it's correct. And then you can answer the rest of the questions. And this is still a little bug, but okay. And in the end you get your feedback. So question 0 is true, false, true, 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 false, false, true, false. And in the end I scored 60%, which would be a 6. And this is also locked in a text file, so the instructor can open it. And in future versions, of course, this text will automatically mail to the teacher, so he will receive it. Well, this is the application for now, and you can say bye bye, quit. Yes, I want to quit. Bye bye.